Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Tiernan Center here in Richmond as we're ready for the 13th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. Great to have you with us. Format changing a little bit over the last couple of years, where it was once a 3-day tournament, is now just 2 days. And we have a lot of interesting games planned for today. A lot of very good players coming into this tournament as well, including Anthony Leal, who is already signed with Indiana. We'll see him a little bit later from Bloomington South. But our first game of the day, the Ravens of Irvington Prep against the Eagles of Zionsville. Of course, Zionsville is a regular in this tournament over the last couple of years, very familiar with many of their players. Irvington Prep will be a little bit short-handed today. They have 5 different players that did not make the trip for this tournament, and they'll be short-handed for this one here this morning. We'll come back, talk a little bit more about the other teams in this tournament as we continue here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. All the action, as always, right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back here at the Tiernan Center in Richmond as we're ready for Game 1, Zionsville and Irvington Prep. Here's how the rest of the day will line out today. Following this contest, it'll be Cathedral and Victory College Prep. That is a scheduled 1:30 tip-off time. Game 3 today, beginning at 3 o'clock, will be Portage and Greensburg. At 4:30, Bloomington South against Indy Homeschool. And then the host Red Devils will take on Seton. That will begin at 6 o'clock. And then the winner of this game will take on the winner of that Cathedral Victory College Prep game at 7:30. And so that'll round out day 1. And then, of course, tomorrow, the schedule split up a little bit. The couple of games will be played at the Dennis Intermediate Middle School. So those 2 games we will not have. I think it's just 2 games, 2 or 3 games tomorrow. Those games we will not have on Radio Troy, just the games we'll have here at the Tiernan Center for tomorrow. Now, as mentioned, this is a Zionsville team that comes in here today at 3-3. Sean Busick, their head coach, in his 14th year at Zionsville. He's been coaching a long time, 27 years, 382 wins. They're fresh over a win on the road at Anderson, 58-51. They only average about 46 points per game, and they're giving up 46 points per game. But they got a very talented and big team. You may remember Gunnar Vanetta from last year, a senior this year. He is 6'11". Anthony Scales is their 6'4" senior forward, and he's a young man that is probably their top player right now, averaging at 15.3 points per game coming in. Now, on the other side of the ledger, an Irvington Prep team, as we said, the Ravens coming in under Kevin Jones at 10-21 in just his second year. But again, they're missing several players from for today's game for various reasons. So they come in at 2-5. They just came off a win over Eamon School, 71-43, but they've lost 2 out of their last 3. They're hoping to rebound today, but that'll be a very tough task for the Ravens here this morning into this afternoon. When we come back, we will get you the starters. It is game 1 here of the Wettig tournament. We'll get your starters coming up in a couple of moments. The tip-off right around the corner as well. It's Zionsville and Irvington Prep. All the action right here, the Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Think about the moments in your life, moments you might miss if you become ill. People often ignore their own health, even when their body is telling them something isn't right. Routine health screenings could be the difference between catching it early when it's more treatable or waiting until it's too late. Make time to have an annual wellness visit. Keep up with routine screenings so you don't miss out on any of your moments. Reed Health's team of experts can keep you in control of your health, making sure you stay right where you belong. Reed Health, right beside you.
Listen up, high school sports fans. This cheer's for you.
You're number one! You're number one!
Why all the love? Why do we think you're number one?
Because as high school athletes, we know there is no us without you.
We know that when you buy a ticket to see an IHSAA game or meet, you're helping pay for new uniforms, safer equipment, or even a bus ride to the game.
But we also know what you're really saying is, I believe in you. I believe you could be somebody.
When you think about all of the opportunities your attendance at an IHSAA athletic event creates,
and the fact that you paid for your ticket,
well, fantastic doesn't begin to describe how we feel about you.
High school sports.
You pay,
we play.
Everybody wins.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond. And we had a little extended break there. The national anthem was unable to be played, so we were a little bit behind here. So let's get you the starters for the Eagles of Zionsville. Dylan Ritter, a 6-foot junior, he wears number 1. Ben Widener, 6'1", and a senior, wearing number 4. Isaiah Davis, 6'7", and a sophomore, number 5. Also in the starting lineup, 6'4", and a senior, Anthony Scales. He'll wear number 22. And the final starter for Zionsville this afternoon is Jackson Hughes, 6'5", and a senior. So the Zionsville Eagles will be in their dark uniforms, so they are the road team here in this one. Get you the starters here in a moment for Irvington Prep as soon as we are ready to go, and it appears we are set as well. For Irvington Prep, the Ravens will go with Daniel Alsum, a 5'10" senior. He wears number 1 as the tip will be won by Irvington Prep. Also, Gianthony Alexander, he wears number 3 this afternoon. They had him listed at number 2, but they've switched him back to number 3, and you'll see Zionsville open up in a zone. Avante Robinson, 6'2", and a junior. That is Robinson with the basketball. Also, Rian Benlarbi gets the start. Benlarbi, 6'4", and a senior, and number 11, Kamari Jones. Turnover by Irvington Prep. Basket at the other end by Widener, and it's 2-0. First turnover of the ball game for Irvington Prep. That zone extended, a lot of length, and there is almost another turnover as Kamari Jones able to bring that one down. Just a freshman. Kamari shoots, misses, offensive rebound, put back blocked by Anthony Scales. And that one picked up and just missing the layup as the ball will go out of bounds as Avante Robinson right next to the basket, unable to put that one in. So it will be Irvington Prep basketball. 6:56 to go in our first game. One, just think about this Zionsville team. Gunnar Vanetta coming off the bench at 6'11", so they can get bigger. Here's a 3 on the way. That is good. That'll be Kamari Jones. And our first three-pointer of the ball game is Kamari, the 6'1" freshman, getting Irvington Prep on the board. 2 days of basketball here at the Tiernan Center. That 3 is no good by Anthony Scales. The offensive rebound, Davis put back, no. Scales, that one rolls off the rim. And we have a foul call. That'll go against Anthony Scales. So Anthony picks up his first. Team foul number 1. And it will be Irvington Prep basketball. Dan Alsum in the backcourt. This is a young team, Irvington Prep, again without some of their players in their lineup. And their head coach, Kevin Jones, says we're going to get a timeout right here. So our first timeout here this afternoon in game number 1. We'll take a quick break as well here at the Wettig tournament. 3-2 Prep on top. At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Now, quick time out there by Coach Jones. He was perhaps a little surprised by that extended 2-3 trap. And another turnover by Irvington Prep. Zionsville basketball, so they came right back out. Speaking of the Eagles and extended that zone. Trapped with their two guards and forced the second turnover. Little high-low offense here, and the shot off the glass good by Isaiah Davis. He has his first 2 points. And Zionsville on top of this one for 3. 5:33 remaining here in the opening period of play. Ben Larby out on the high post. In fact, they forced him all the way to midcourt, and another turnover. 3-on-1 break the other way. Layup good by Widener. He has 4. And that trap really bothering this young Irvington Prep team as Alston will bring it across the timeline. And a foul call against Zionsville. Isaiah Davis will pick up his first. Very close to the 4th turnover for the Ravens here in the opening period. They only have 3 players that will come off the bench here this afternoon. Jones thought about the 3, hit one moments ago. You see now Zionsville keeping that 3 from that defense from the 3-point line in, and so that shot misses, goes out of bounds. So the extended zone again causing problems for the Ravens in their outside shooting game. Now the Ravens in their 2-3 zone. We saw Zionsville play a little high-low their last time out. Once again, here is Hughes. Entry pass inside, shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Robinson. 4:32 to go. 6-3 your score with Zionsville the early lead. Well, if you're not used to seeing an extended 2-3 zone like what Zionsville is playing right here, this is not an easy defense to go against. And right now they're running, basically speaking of Irvington Prep, with just one post player. Ben Larby is that one post player, and he only goes about 6'4". And that is him out on the high post. There's really nothing down low for Isaiah Davis to have to worry about, as we have another reaching foul on the drive by Caleb Webster. So Dylan Ritter will pick up the foul. That is his first. Team foul number 3. Games will move very quickly today. Very little time between each game. They give the game itself about an hour and a half to be played, as that shot's going to be missed by Alexander. And we've got a traveling call against the Ravens. That'll be their 4th turnover. Coach Jones talking to the near side official. He thought his player got fouled, as now you'll see Irvington Prep extend their zone. Ritter at the point. Baseline Scales. Scales, a very good athlete. Pass underneath, and losing the basketball is Davis. Irvington Prep will get it back. For Zionsville, their first turnover. We're going to see Gunnar Veneta come in at 6'11" now for Zionsville. Once again, Irvington Prep from 3. They find nothing underneath. The shot's missed by Jones. Numbers the other way, and we have a foul call against Ben Larby. That'll be his first, and that'll put Zionsville at the line for the first time here this afternoon. 3:11 to go here in the opening quarter. Ben Widener, the 6'1" senior. 4 points now for Widener. He'll be there for 2. These early games, of course, that free throws missed. I was going to say the early games a little bit different from last year and the previous year when you had more games. These guys would be out here at 9 o'clock in the morning getting ready to play, but with fewer teams and just a 2-day tournament, noon start time for day 1 as the second free throw is good. Biggest lead now for Zionsville, currently at 4, 3:07 to go. Alexander across the timeline. Well, they got some length at the top now when you put Scales there. Turnover. Zionsville running the floor as well as anyone that you're going to see early in the ball game. 5 turnovers now by the Ravens, and they're going to get trapped in the backcourt. Here's Avante Robinson. He'll take it against Gunnar Veneta, and Veneta, the 6'11" senior, will pick up the foul. And we will go to the free throw line as Avante Robinson, a 6'2 junior. Winner of this game, again, will play the final game today as that free throw is missed. That will be a 7:30 tip-off time. So plenty of time to rest and get ready for that matchup. Cathedral plays Victory College Prep next. Second free throw, good, 9-4. Kamari Jones with 3 leading the way for Irvington Prep. Wide open 3 by Widener, good, and boy, you're going to have to find him pretty quick. 8 points now by Widener, and we're 2:29 remaining in the quarter. Near steal once again by Ritter, and they're going to say over and back, so Ritter apparently didn't touch that ball. 6 turnovers now by the Ravens. Caleb Webster, a 5'7" junior, coming into the ball game now for Irvington Prep. As we mentioned, they're not a big basketball team overall, and the players that they don't have here today, size-wise, would not have made any difference. But they're going to try to use that quickness out front by Webster. Zionsville basketball. Good look at Anthony Scales. In the corner, wide open again is Widener. This time misses and nearly tipped in by Veneta. As Irvington Prep trying to get out on the run the other way. Ben Larby gets trapped, and a whistle and a foul as Zionsville will see Ritter pick up his second. 2 minutes even remaining here in the quarter. Logan Imes will come in, a 6'2 freshman. So Zionsville to their bench. This three-pointer is no good by Avante Robinson. Second shot missed, and the rebound pulled down by Hughes. Here come the Eagles. They'll turn it over for the second time. Back the other way, driving down the lane. We've got a blocking foul. If it is Ritter, nope, it's going to be Widener who picked up the foul. Alston will go to the line for 2. So Widener has his first. Ritter, the only player right now in foul trouble with 2. 1:45 remaining here in the opening period of play. Alston at the line, misses that one short. Into the ball game will be Kyle Riesener now, the 6'3 junior. Eagles going onto their bench here in this opening quarter. Second free throw is on the way. It is missed, and the rebound by Veneta. So Alston had a chance to get this down to 6. We look at this Irvington Prep team. There's a turnover pass intended for Riesener. Third turnover now by Zionsville. The one thing that you look at Irvington Prep, they're going to have to use at least their guard quickness to try to force more turnovers, because size-wise, they're at a huge disadvantage in this one. Ravens basketball with 1:25 to go. Good look at Jones, hit a 3 earlier. Good matchup zone going on right now by Zionsville. And they cover up well, get back into their space where they need to be, and there's a travel against Irvington Prep. That'll go against Avante Robinson. That is now 7 turnovers by the Ravens in the opening quarter. 1:10 remaining. See the Ravens extending that zone out front with Webster. Here's a shot from the right wing. Three-pointer, no good, as Imes can't get it, but the putback good. Looked like Riesener was in there to put that one back. 14-4. 10-point lead, your biggest lead of the ball game right now for Zionsville. Again, all our stats unofficial for us today until the official numbers come out after the ball game. Ball loose on the floor as Ben Larby is tied up. Good hustle by Widener to get a hand in there. The possession arrow will stay with Irvington Prep for the moment, and they will get charged with a possession loss here. Now the officials are going to go to the table and say this could be Zionsville basketball. Perhaps somebody didn't change the arrow. Sean Busick, the head coach for the Eagles, questioning whether that should be Zionsville basketball or whether it is Ravens ball. Coach Jones also wanting the possession as well. As you, Norm, there you see the officials gathering together. Jerry Middleton, the one official on the right. Now we'll get three officials together. Now what they're doing here is they're trying to go back to see who had the basketball during the last timeout or change of possession. Did somebody miss it? And that generally has to do with Gary Eagles, the gentleman right there in the striped shirt. He has been scorekeeping for many, many years here at Richmond. So they have now switched it. So they're going to say it is Zionsville basketball. So that will be a turnover then officially by the Ravens, not a lost possession. 28.1 seconds to go after a short delay. See if the Eagles will play for the final shot. That is Widener, who nearly over and back, gets it back at the top now. Reasoner. Here is the short jump hook by Veneta. Missed the shot. Coming away with it is Awesome. So Irvington Prep now with 7 seconds remaining in the opening period. Here's a long-range three, no good. As Jones can't get it, the putback, no. And that's going to do it after the Robinson miss, and that's the end of the first quarter of play. We will head to period number 2 as Zionsville turning the Ravens over 8 times in the opening period on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Zionsville up by 10.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Think about the moments in your life, moments you might miss if you become ill. People often ignore their own health, even when their body is telling them something isn't right. Routine health screenings could be the difference between catching it early when it's more treatable or waiting until it's too late. Make time to have an annual wellness visit. Keep up with routine screenings so you don't miss out on any of your moments. Reed Health's team of experts can keep you in control of your health, making sure you stay right where you belong. Reed Health, right beside you.
Back here at the Tiernan Center, game 1 in Zionsville with the early 10-point lead. It will be Irvington Prep basketball. Nothing new for the Eagles. Stay in that extended 2-3 zone, and they force yet the 9th turnover. Good defense again. Good ball movement out front. Here is Widener for 3, and he hits his second 3 in Irvington Prep. As we said earlier, they better find him pretty quick, or he's going to have a heck of a day. 17-4, near steal by Widener. 11 by Ben, 11 of the 17 points. Irvington Prep led by Kamari Jones with 3. He had hit that 3 early in the first period, and they just can't find any offense here against this 2-3 zone. And a very good matchup indeed. There's a nice drive layup, good by Vontae Robinson. First time that the Ravens have been strong to the basket here in the first half. Drive inside, and the two-hand semi-dunk there by Gunnar Veneta. Gunnar gets his first 2, and he will be fouled. Kamari Jones will pick up the foul for the Ravens. Into the ball game now, Isaiah Davis. And coming out of the lineup, Jackson Hughes. And Gunnar Veneta, all 6'11" of him at the free throw line. So he completes the three-point play, and it's a 14-point lead now for the Eagles. Boy, I tell you what, that is just, when you look at Irvington Prep, careless ball handling that time, that is 10 turnovers. Also getting a little too anxious to get rid of the basketball for the Ravens. So Zionsville in the corner, there is Scales. Scales has yet to score in this one as the ball goes out of bounds. Boy, nice to have a 14-point lead, and yet your leading scorer hasn't scored yet. Nice inbound. Missing that one is Davis. And a traveling the other way. That'll go against the Ravens. Looks like it got Caleb Webster. So now you're talking about 11 turnovers by the Ravens here in the first half. 6:36 remaining, period 2. Widener off the inbound. Boy, they leave him wide open, and Scales missed that short jumper. Vanetta with a rebound, no. And a rebounding foul, able to get position, is Isaiah Davis. And he will be fouled. Looks like that may be. Yeah, they got Robinson. Devontae Robinson just picked up his first. Team foul number 6. Vanetta inside at 6'11", just unstoppable. Vanetta now with 5, all coming in this second quarter. And now the biggest lead of the ball game at 22-6. Right now, Irvington Prep finding nothing to work with, but a foul call there on the drive as Isaiah Davis just picked up his second. Dylan Bovey will come in now for Irvington Prep, but we go to the free throw line. It'll be Avante Robinson there for the one and bonus. Dylan Bovey, a 6'3" senior. Again, checking into the lineup now for the Ravens. So Robinson with 3 points at the line and misses the free throw, and Gunnar Vanetta with a rebound. They have struggled. That is their, fourth miss at the line here in the first half, and we're at 6 minutes remaining before halftime. Drive baseline and the kick out. Wide open. And good on the three is Imes. 25-6 now, a 19-point lead. Logan Imes at 6'2", just a freshman. Of course, we see Pedro Lobo checking in, 6'4" and a junior. Now for Zionsville, Gunnar Vanetta able to change the shot. We'll head the other way. Zionsville driving down the lane, missing the shot is Imes, and here come the Ravens, but guess what? The ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Anthony Scales. Pedro Lobo, 6'4" and a junior. He wears number 20. He'll play one of those low post positions now for the Eagles. The ball knocked out of bounds. Another deflection there by Widener. By the way, there's a JV tournament going on today as well. There's several teams that will be taking part in that. If we get some scores there, I'm not sure exactly what the schedule looks like as that shot missed from the outside. Avante Robinson unable to connect, but a lot of the teams that are here today have a JV team participating as well. In the corner, Scales. He's only taken a couple of shots so far today. Wide open, though, as Widener missed it. And the rebound battled for goes out of bounds. Imes the last to touch it there for Zionsville. 4:48 remaining here in the first half. Zionsville now full court trap. Alexander in the backcourt. Lead pass will find Jones. Jones, the drive, the floater, no. One and done. And the rebound, Imes. And now you see Irvington Prep trying to press a little bit themselves with Alexander at the top. Scales gets fouled at the free throw line, though Kevin Jones didn't like that call. It'll be underneath, as that is just the third team foul on the Ravens. I misspoke earlier, said they had 6. That was actually Zionsville. Here is Scales, did a great job pinning off his man on the inbound. And Anthony Scales gets his first 2. And it's now a 21-point lead. This is Kamari Jones. Nice pass and layup at the other end. Good job there by Robinson. 27-8, traveling call against the Eagles. That looked like Pedro Lobo who picked up the travel. That'll be the Eagles' 4th turnover. By the way, if you see the Eagles when they end up doing some of the things they do today, a lot of the influence for the Eagles comes from assistant coach Bronson Licklider, a former EBL player here in Richmond. So he learned how to play this type of defense. That's how you learn it, the EBL. So Bronson will be listening hopefully later. You're getting credit for your defense. 27-8, all EBL. Widener with the basketball, 3:39 to go. Here's Imes. High post, Scales, drives, misses, and the tip in by Vanetta is good. He has 7 off the bench. 29-8, a 21-point lead. Irvington Prep basketball. The double team against Ben Larby. And Irvington Prep will set it back out front at 3 minutes and change to go before halftime. Game number 2 today is coming up at about 1:30 as that ball goes out of bounds off the shot, and it'll go to Zionsville. I mention our second game will be Cathedral and Victory College Prep. Some of the charter schools that are not associated with the Indiana High School Athletic Association find the information on those teams can be very difficult. Here's Reasoner. On the drive. Boy, nice move in splitting 2 defenders. His Scales missed it, put back good. Scales now has 4. 31-8, Prep basketball. They'll get it across the timeline. Alexander off the drive. Vanetta at 6'11", blocking that one out of bounds. That would be like my wife Suzanne driving against me. It would be block shot city, baby. I know you could. Awesome off the inbound. Ball knocked out of bounds. Good deflection again there for Zionsville. 2:30 remaining now here in the first half of play. Jackson Hughes back in. That'll give Scales a chance to rest up. Got to remember the teams can play 3 games in this tournament, so you got to make sure you can rest as much as you possibly can. There's another foul. That'll go against Jackson Hughes of Zionsville. So we will head back to the free throw line. Avante Robinson. Robinson with 5 points. That's the 8th team foul now on Zionsville. And the free throw shooting continues to be a huge problem now for Irvington Prep. They cut down on the turnovers, though, here in the second quarter. Boy, good ball movement back inside. Gunner missed the dunk. They'll get it back. Drive baseline, good by Reasoner. He has 4. 33-8. Here's a 3 on the way. That one rims in and out. Jones unable to get that one to go down. And a foul called, I believe, on Kamari Jones. Just picked up his 2nd. Well, they may be calling a technical on that one, and they did. So instead of just a foul, it's going to be a technical foul, and Widener will go to the free throw line for 2, and he missed the first one. So Jones still has 2 fouls. Widener at the line, and he gets the second. 1:56 remaining. Widener off the inbound. Once again, Zionsville sets up in the half court. I don't think they've given Zionsville their free throw. Nice pass inside. Another layup by Jackson Hughes. He has 4. And right now, good balanced scoring. It should be 36-8. The scoreboard up top has 35-8. There you go. They were down by 1 after missing the free throws. You see Zionsville staying in that matchup zone. There's another deflection. Hughes, the 6'5 senior, able to get out into the passing lane and again disrupting that Irvington Prep offense. Though they have struggled, they cannot find a whole lot of good looks here in the first half. Here's Jones. High post is Ben Larby. The kick out, the 3 by Aslam is no good. That's Alsum, missed that shot. Here come the Eagles. They have numbers back the other way down the lane, missing it, and Gunner missed another dunk. Gunner has missed 2 dunks. That one off the miss by Reasoner. Ball goes back over to Irvington Prep, and Gunner's had a tough day here today, missing 2 dunks in a row, but still 7 points off the bench. You see the Eagles extending that zone again, really making it tough. Alexander in the corner, his pull-up shot is good. And so Alexander gets on the board, and Anthony now with his first 2 points. 36-10. Zionsville attacking immediately. They don't even wait. Time down to the 22nd mark, but Reasoner had a good look. 6 points now by Reasoner. It's a 28-point lead as Jones looking for an opening against Imes. Nothing there. Jones again, all by himself, spins, fires, and can't get it to go, and that is going to do it as the buzzer finally goes off. A little delay right there. We will head to halftime on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Zionsville 38, Irvington Prep 10. This is the Wettig Tournament right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Not all insurance agents are the same. Choosing the right one can make a big difference in price, service, and value. That's why you should choose Harrington Hoke Insurance. As an independent agent, they don't work for an insurance company. They work for you, the client. And their job is to get to know you, your family, and your business so that they can help you develop an insurance plan that is just for you. Serving Richmond and all of Indiana since 1933, Harrington Hoke Insurance, we got this.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU, focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve at Jiffy Lube. The other day a cashier said to me, "If you're happy with the service here, there's a site you can take a survey on." Kind of laughed and said, "What if I'm not happy?" To which she replied, "Well, then you can just forego the survey." I thought, well, that's kind of the equivalent of if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. What if we all adopted that? Jiffy Lube, take the survey, but if you can't say anything nice, just don't say anything at all.
Hey, this is Steve Funkhauser at Jiffy Lube. Come on out, see us. We're ready to serve.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell. Hope all of you have had a great holiday and continue to have a wonderful, wonderful holiday as the IHSAA winter season is in really overdrive this time of year. And to talk about that, as we do every week, the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. Commissioner, a belated Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope the holidays are going well. And as I mentioned, there are a whole lot of things going on around the state in IHSA sports, not the least of which basketball tournaments literally in every area of the state of Indiana.
You're correct, Bob. And Merry Christmas to you and your family and everybody there at Ennis. And thank you for the great support that you provide to the IHSA. You're right. We are in overdrive. All 6 sports are currently experiencing holiday season tournaments and events, and so it's a wonderful opportunity for people to get out and support our young people. Want to make sure we mention that tomorrow the Boys Hall of Fame Classic will be contested at Newcastle High School, and always in great support of the Hall of Fame and their support of the IHSA. A great tournament. Silver Creek, Heritage Hills, Lawrence Central, and Lafayette Jeff there. Just a great lineup of teams. But also, there are no less than 29 different holiday tournaments for boys basketball starting on Saturday. So it's a great opportunity for our fans to get out and support these young people, support these communities. It's a great opportunity for our athletic departments to make a little extra revenue for their department to support all these sports, not just the basketball program, but all these sports. And this is why they're having these tournaments, so that they can generate a little extra funding to provide the necessary resources for these other teams to participate. So it's a great chance. People are off work. It's the holiday season. Everybody should be in a joyous mood, and I hope they carry that into the gymnasium with the respect of sportsmanship and support of these great kids that are out here playing.
You mentioned 29 tournaments, and it's a similar number on the girls' side. And it's interesting, some philosophically coaches want to go to a multi-team tournament, even a multi-day tournament. They want to play people from out of the region, maybe a different classification. Then some coaches are just saying, with the way that Christmas is, it's on a Wednesday, we'll play a game on Saturday, come back, play another game on Saturday, kind of get into that routine. But irrespective of where you're playing or when you're playing, as you point out, how can you not like all the opportunities to watch ball and swimming and wrestling and you name it? This is like a cornucopia of opportunities for people who love sports.
Well, absolutely. You could go every day or throughout the weekend except for Sunday and find some place to go and something to do and some team to watch. And it really, it's a fun time because, you don't have the pressures of going to work. You don't have the pressures of going to school. And you just get out there and play, and it's just a great time to be a high school fan and be a high school participant.
Bobby Cox joining us for our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA. You mentioned the Hall of Fame Classic. This has been going on for quite a while. I marvel at Chris May and everyone at the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame and how that selection committee is able to come up with 8 great basketball teams. They had a fantastic day on Friday with the girls' tournament. Just unbelievable in how they're able to put together such competitive matchups year after year.
Well, they work at it pretty hard. There's a committee, as you mentioned, that goes out throughout the year. Right now, they're doing this for next year. They're getting ready to play their tournament tomorrow. But the reality is they're out there looking now for next year. And they're creating, they're looking at games and creating potential matchups and talking to schools. And so this just doesn't happen. It just doesn't show up and, oh, wow, we've got 4 great teams here for the girls and 4 great teams for the boys. There's a lot of research that goes into it, and Chris May oversees all that, does a wonderful job for the Hall of Fame, and we're happy to support them and hope they have a great tournament tomorrow.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Commissioner, it's always great to talk to you. Have a happy new year, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Bob. You as well.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
Back here at the Tiernan Center, I want to remind you today's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Tuesday, the oven-roasted chicken, Wednesday, the turkey breast, and Thursday, the Italian BMT. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Quick check of scoring in the first half. Zionsville led by Ben Widener with 12. Isaiah Davis with 2. Logan Imes had 3. Jackson Hughes with 4, Anthony Scales with 4, Kyle Reasoner with 6, and Gunnar Vanetta with 7. Could have had 11, but he missed a couple of dunks. Also for Irvington, I was like getting those big guys who are 6'11", they missed dunks, you go after them. Devontae Robinson leading the way, 5 points for Irvington Prep. Kamari Jones with 3, and Gianthony Alexander with 2 points. It will be Zionsville basketball to begin things here in the third. Kevin Jones was just underneath us here. They didn't go into the locker room at halftime. Scales from 3, no. A rebound, Ben Larby. He was giving it to his Ravens and certainly trying to get them a little more inspired here in the second half. This is Jones. Just underway, game 2 coming up, Cathedral and Victory College Prep. Talk about those two teams in our next game as Jones from 15 can't get it to go. Boy, a lot of players getting hooked up underneath, and the rebound put back good by Anthony. He has 4. I was watching Scales underneath. He got his arm grabbed, and then he grabbed back. Nice pass underneath. They go a really nice job in that high-low as Isaiah Davis now has 4. Zionsville does a great job working that offense. If you go to the high post as that shot straight away no good. Scales with a rebound off the miss by Ben Larby, but back to Zionsville. If you come out after their high post, they've got that guy working the baseline. You find yourself wide open because Irvington Prep has come out and guard. Scales lost it on the way up. That'll be a travel. He thought the ball ended up getting knocked out of his hands. Just the 5th turnover for the Eagles. Scales is coming out of the ball game. And in will be Kyle Reasoner. 6:39 to go here in the third quarter. By the way, the Ravens did cut down on their turnover margin early. They had a ton of turnovers in that first quarter, but finished with 11 at the break. Jones thought about the three, covered up there by Ritter. See that 2-3 zone again by Zionsville. It is a 2-3 matchup, and that's why Irvington Prep just having a difficult time finding any really good looks. Jones out front. Alexander there as well. Now they'll bring Avante Robinson to the top. So they'd love to have him drive, then they'll collapse like they did right there. Boy, that's a tough call against Zionsville. Boy, Jerry Middleton must not have eaten breakfast today. Foul's going to be called against Widener. That looked like they tied him up on the double team. So there is a tip and a steal. Widener back the other way, layup good. Boy, you get deflections the way that Zionsville can do in this defense, you're going to get a lot of easy transition buckets. It is now a 30-point lead. Double team underneath and a partially blocked shot there by Reasoner. And Widener at the other end, layup good. Widener now with 16. We just got done talking about Victor, I should say the Ravens in the turnovers. That's a one and done. They've turned it over twice in a row. Back the other way, basket good by Reasoner, and he is fouled. He has 8. And the route is on. 4:57 remaining. Caleb Webster coming in now for Irvington Prep. Coming in for Zionsville will be Logan Imes. This is potentially setting up a matchup for tonight between Zionsville and Cathedral. If Cathedral can pick up a win in our second game, which I would venture to say they're probably favored. Irvington Prep basketball again. Webster. Here's Robinson off the drive. Offensive foul on Robinson. So Avante picks up his second. That'll be the 14th turnover now by Irvington Prep. Zone trap and a reaching foul called on Avante, so he picks up 2 quick fouls. He has 3. Kevin Jones, the head coach for Irvington Prep, didn't like that call, but it was a reaching foul. Zionsville a little careless with the basketball right there as Reasoner will have that one go off his hands and out of bounds. That'll be the 6th turnover now by Zionsville. 4:26 to go here in period 3. Irvington Prep running that baseline with Kamari Jones, but another turnover. Back the other way, layup good as Jackson Hughes will take it coast to coast. That'll be the 15th turnover. Good balanced scoring here in this first game for Zionsville. Pull-up jumper on the way, the left-hander no by Robinson, and the rebound Isaiah Davis. Here come the Eagles again. Boy, somebody's open right here. Down the lane and then give the assist to Ritter. Isaiah Davis lays that one in. And their shooting percentage has to be pretty good. A lot of layups here today by the Eagles. Dylan Bovey is set to come in, but another turnover now by the Academy. And at the other end, the dunk by Jackson Hughes. He has 8. And Irvington Prep needs a timeout right here. We'll take a quick break on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Zionsville in this one, 53-20.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
53-12, Zionsville putting it to Irvington Prep here in the third quarter. Really no big surprise in the score in this one. Zionsville, very solid basketball program under Sean Busick, and Irvington Prep, again, only 3 players off their bench. We talked about that earlier. 5 of their players did not make the trip to Richmond for various reasons, so they're shorthanded here today. And you're not going to run into this type of a matchup zone either. Shot in the corners missed. Here come the Eagles again. In the lane, short jumper is going to be missed by Imes. Battle for the basketball. Imes comes away with it, and he's going to be fouled on the floor. There were 3 white jerseys all around the ball, and somehow Imes came away with it. Foul's going to go against Avante Robinson. That'll be his 4th. Inside, layup good by Veneta. Gunner now with 9. Take that back. They'll give that foul to Caleb Webster of Irvington Prep. This is Jones off the spin. One and done. Davis with a rebound. Baseball pass intended for Reasoner, but it went behind him and out of bounds. 7 turnovers as we see Pedro Lobo come in. How come I couldn't have a cool name like that? Pedro Lobo. 2:30 to go in the third, so we can pretty much pencil Zionsville in for tonight. Another turnover, and the layup at the other end by Reasoner. Reasoner now with 11. So Zionsville will have some time to rest before their 7:30 tip-off time tonight. There's another turnover. Block shot at the other end by Ben Larby. There will come a time in this game, barring injuries or such, where unless you have an arm taken off, they may not call many fouls. Caleb Webster coming out of the lineup. Off the inbound, the kick out, nice ball movement again. Reasoner wide open for 3. That's one of those that if you blow the assist there, you get chewed out by the guy who gave you the basketball. 60-12 in a game right now, not as close as that score may indicate. Here's Jones. Irvington Prep still, when they have had a look, it hasn't been a look that's been real comfortable for them as Reasoner picks up the foul. 91 seconds remaining here in the third. We will have the Cathedral Victory College Prep game after we close this one down. Just find the right game on our Radio Troy channel, the Richmond Red Devils channel, and you can follow the entire day. That is Kamari Jones. He had that 3 early, and they have shut him down ever since. This 3 is short by Alexander. The rebound by Imes. Lobo gets it back to Imes. Wide open. Baseline jumper is no good by 24 Reasoner, but a rebounding foul on Zionsville. Isaiah Davis will pick up his 3rd. Here's your scoring right now. 16 by Widener. Davis has 6. Imes with 3. 8 points by Hughes. 4 by Scales, though he hasn't played a lot here in the second half. Irvington Prep able to get a rebound put back good by Alexander. Is that going to be, nope, that's going to be Cameron Taylor, who's actually number 3. Davis back the other way, 62-14. Davis now with 8. This is Ben Larby in the corner. And Ben Larby able to get the points. His first 2 for the 6'4" senior. And we're down to our final 10 seconds remaining. And Lobo threw that one to the scorers table. That'll be 8 turnovers now by the Eagles. 7 seconds remaining. So Cameron Taylor will inbound the basketball. This is Jones for 3. Got it. How about Jones? Downtown 3. The freshman getting his second three-pointer, and we will head to the fourth quarter. It is all Zionsville in this one. 62-19. This is the Wettig tournament right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
It is all Zionsville in our first game of the 13th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. We'll probably see a lot of new faces come in the lineup for Zionsville once we get down the stretch. In fact, they got a couple of players in there now. There's a steal by Reasoner, and Reasoner missed the left-hand layup. I think he was thinking about dunking it and then changed his mind. Got a foul call the other way as Irvington Prep. Foul called on number 3, that is Owen Prickett. Robinson is back in now for Irvington Prep. We have a number 30 right now for Zionsville that is not listed on our roster in our program. That shot no good. As Avante missed that one, back the other way we go. Zionsville able to attack the basket. A lot of contact, no whistle, and the Eagles will keep it. Nice entry and a foul called the other way. So now we have a 32 and a 30. Bovey picks up the foul. If our crack staff would have done their job before the game started, we would have known who these players were, but they are union people. Their people didn't tell your people. We'll find out who that is. We need to know who number 30 and 32 is for Zionsville before the next time they play. They've got a whistle and a foul. They'll call it out front. See those two guys right there, number 32 and number 30. Well, they're in. That's all I know. Well, I know in other communities, good help's hard to find. No different here, of course. 6:57 to go. Shot in the corner by Robinson, no good. Put back, no as well. One of our two Clint Eastwood players got a rebound, and at the other end, Riesener. Riesener's solid game today. You know, the other thing you would think that all the teams would know who they have on their roster when they send these in. Nonetheless, we'll find out, I promise, before the end of the day who these guys are, as we may see them a little bit later. Pull-up jumper good by Kamari Jones. 67-22 your score. Got some contact inside, basket good, and we'll go to the line. There is Kyle Riesener. We called his name a lot. Bovey picks up his second. 18 points by Riesener. Tell you one thing for sure, that matchup zone is really going to keep Zionsville in a lot of games, not only in this tournament, but for the rest of this high school basketball season. Now we'll see. They'll give me the name. We'll see if I can hear it. You guys listen too, okay? 32. So that is Nick. You say the last name was what? Nate Pritchard? We'll get an exact on that. I hate to give anybody a foul who. Oh, very good. Well, then they can tell me who these two guys are while you're looking. The folks in Zionsville, the good people there, will know who these guys are since our crack staff didn't do it. There, and there's one of my guys right there. That was number 30. And, of course, our PA announcer isn't loud enough to hear, so we don't know what he just said. They're making it tough on us. There's a three-pointer good. Avante Robinson now with 8. 70-27, 5:20 to go. This one in the books. It's all academic right there, and we got another 2 points by number 30. That guy's putting 6 points on the board, and they won't tell us who it is. We will, in our next game, make sure that all instructions are perfectly clear, that we get everybody on the roster. Here's a shot on the way by Robinson, no good, and we've got a rebounding foul. Oh, I know who Pedro Lobo is, from Brazil. And Pedro just picked up the foul. It's not who we know, it's who we don't know is the key here. We always love to hear from our people in Brazil. That is Bovey, missed that one badly. Here come the Eagles back the other way, too. Riesener's looking like one of the top players in this tournament already. Riesener's putting together a solid game. We didn't mention him at the beginning as one of the players to watch, but he's turning out. There's another rebound by Riesener. Riesener thinks he's Larry Bird. And the way he's playing right now, he certainly deserves a lot of credit. He's had a great second half. Here's Lobo. Nice pass. Oh, and they passed it up. 15-footer straight away, missed as well. For the folks that are watching in Brazil, Pedro still looking for his first 2 points. Well, there you go. That is the 19th turnover. Another change here, and Logan Imes will come back in. Riesener is sitting down. 21 points for Riesener here this afternoon for the Eagles. 3:49 Eagles attack inside. Another 2 points for the second Clint Eastwood, the unknown player. By the way, for those of you that are watching in the Zionsville area, the young lady to my left is the reason why we don't know those players. I don't mind throwing people under the bus. Here come the Eagles and tip from behind. That's the 9th turnover by the Eagles. Irvington Prep. Now this is what they like to do. They want to get out and run. The Eagles are going to do the same thing. Lobo bounce pass. Good spin back to Lobo. Lays it in. There you go. So Pedro Lobo gets on the board here in the fourth. Gets a nice hand from his teammates. 2:54 to go, which now seems like an eternity here in the fourth quarter. 80-27. Ben Larby. He misses. Lead pass now to Imes. Imes will slow it up, see if Zionsville run a little clock right here. Just try to get this one over. No injuries, and think about tonight. So much for running clock right there. Is that shot? Owen Prickett said, "Nope, I'm shooting it." There's a foul the other way. A 3 as Pedro Lobo picks up the foul. So Avante Robinson will go to the free throw line. Well, it was Ben Widener early. 16 points. He has had a chance to rest. Free throws missed by Robinson. And then it was Reasoner in the second half with 15 of his 21. We're going to have to talk with Gunnar Veneta about the 2 missed dunks he had. 2 of 3. He doesn't want to talk to me, I know. He don't want to talk about those missed dunks. I bet he doesn't miss them later if he gets a chance. His focus will be much better. Ball tipped away, goes out of bounds. 2:08 as we now say this is generally garbage time. We really don't know much about the Victory College prep team we're going to see in the next game. We know plenty about Cathedral. They've been a staple in this tournament over the last couple of years, and they brought in some very good talent. We'll see some more good players later, as that is a missed shot. Rebound, put back, no. Tip up, no. Another shot, no. Our 2 guys that we don't know their name are getting all these rebounds and getting no credit for those rebounds. Little floater in the lane, good by Owen Prickett. 1:28 to go. And why we have a timeout, I'm not sure. Oh, we're just going to sub right here as Dan Alsum is back in. It was nothing more than a substitution timeout right here. They're going to get Alsum some playing time. By the way, Avante Robinson, the only player in double figures for Irvington Prep. Kamari Jones now in double figures. He has 11. Lobo with the basketball with 64 seconds remaining in this one. A 50-point lead. Irvington Prep, by the way, will play later today. I'll try to get that schedule for you. Basket good again by one of our unknown guys who is now putting up 8 points in this game. But don't let that bother you that we didn't know your name. There's a block shot by the other guy. See, look at this. 26 seconds. And then you always ask him, is there anybody who's not on the roster? All right. 15 seconds to go as Zionsville will just hold the ball right here. And I think we can put a final on this one. We will. Your final score, game 1, 84-32. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment. This has been the opening game of the Wettig tournament right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Looking to kickstart your fundraiser? Take your fundraising efforts to the next level with expert support from Suds Fundraising and get access to a fundraising kit full of quality products people can't wait to get their hands on, a dedicated web store to reach your online audience, a digital marketing kit that allows you to convert leads easily, and so much more. Let us help you reach your fundraising goals on time. Visit sudsfundraising.com to get started today.
Game one in the books. It was all Zionsville in this one. They ended up forcing 19 turnovers in the ball game. Kyle Riesener, 21 points. Ben Widener finished with 16 points. So Irvington Prep, the Ravens will play at the Dennis Intermediate School tomorrow. Or is that today or tomorrow? That looks like that is today, though. So they must play tomorrow at 10:30 at Dennis. Our more concern here is that Zionsville will play the winner of our next game, Cathedral and Victory College Prep. But thanks for being with us in Game 1. Zionsville wins it 84-32. This has been the Wettig Tournament right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.